Hi there. Welcome back once again. We today we are going to be talking about how to answer this "Why should we hire you?" question. I mean this question perfectly. Now, see, as I've been telling you from the very beginning of this series that whatever interview questions we have, they all have some objective. Now, as I have already told you, now tell me something about yourself, or take me through your resume. The introduction question, the question about introduction, self-introduction, is nothing but this question, right? So if you've answered that question perfectly, trust me, this question is not gonna arise there. No interviewer would ask you. If you answer the question, tell me something about yourself, that first question, if you give your introduction perfectly, the way it is supposed to be given to show your fitness, your candidature, which means that you are the most suitable guy or candidate for the job, you're going to be shortlisted for sure. I mean that question would be dealt. This would be dealt in there for self-introduction. But in case you have not answered it that way, then yes, the interviewer is gonna ask you this question. Sometimes, this question also comes like this: How are you different from others? How are you different from others? Or they might also say, like, okay, why should we hire you? There are so many people out there who are waiting. So why should we hire you, not them? The same thing, right? How are you different? There could be one element in here that here, for this question alone, you have to show your USP. For products, we say unique selling point. Every product has some like at least one USP, right? You have to make one USP. So that this USP is the primary part in here. However, you also need to mention the common things, that common features that a product had. So here features means the skills, the talent that one has, but you also need to mention, not you also need to mention, primarily you need to mention your USP. That's how you are different from others. But otherwise, it's one of the same things. So when we talk about this question, why should we hire you? That is again about showing your fitness. Besides your qualification is something which you have already mentioned on, like, while answering the first question. So besides this, what are other things that the interviewers, the interviewer must consider to hire you, to take you on the job? So that are going to be the skills, nothing else. Skills and your personality trait. So when we call personality trait, your personality, that is basically about soft skills. There are two sorts of skills. There are two types of skills. One is hard skills that you learn at a college, at some institute, right? While soft skills, now see, to give you introduction, it's just about like few things are there that you have to mention to answer this. There are few things, but the skills for every job set is going to be different. For even the personality, kind of personality one has to have for every industry, the same type of personality will, of course, will not work. So every job, every industry needs a little different personality from what one might require. However, every industry, every job, every professionals have some common traits. Maybe you are a medical, professional. Maybe you are engineer. Maybe you are some technician. Otherwise, that they are also the short form of like kind of engineer as well. Or it could be in customer care. You have to be, you have to have empathy, right? You have to empathize with people around you when you deal with them. You have to be decent. You have to be, reliable, a good team player. But besides these, there are many other characteristics that differ from one industry to another. The kind of personality you have to have as a salesperson, the kind of personality you have to have, as what would you say, customer representative, the kind of personality you have to be an engineer, they all things are going to be a little different, right? Somewhere soft skills plays vital role, somewhere hard skills play like more important role. So, you may have heard a lot of, corporate trainers or uh, kind of motivational speakers saying soft skills is what, like, hard skills get you jobs, soft skills get you promotions, or soft skills are the skills that are going to make you be there on the job. That's true for most of the job, but not for all the jobs, because there are some jobs hard skills are more important. However, accompanied by decent soft skills, appropriate soft skills, you'll be getting promotions, you'll be growing faster than even you can imagine. But for most of the jobs, soft skills play a little more important role than the hard skills. That does not mean hard skills are not important. That's the first thing. But that will, of course, get you the job. But in order to get promoted, get to be noted, get to be, recognized, you have to be really good at soft skills. That is basically about people skills. That how do you deal with people inside the organizations or outside the organizations, in or out of the company, right? Because the better you deal, the better chances that you're going to grow faster. So the objective is the very same. Tell me something about yourself. You need to show your fitness, your candidature, and how are you going to show that? By, I mean, qualification is something, but you must have mentioned that in there in your introduction part. And if you didn't answer that question, that's where this is going to arise. So now you need to mention your skills, but not just simply saying I know this and this and this. But at the same time, when you mention, let's say, 5 skills, 1 or 2 skills, we need to talk about a bit. You need to describe about a bit. That is really important, right? Just by saying I'm good at communication skills, I'm good team player, soft skills, right? That they are not hard skills, soft skills. That would not work, because communication, how you are talking to the interviewer, he or she is going to know it anyway, right? So, but so that you don't need to. But at the same time, if you want to describe communication skills, you can. That I know in communication, listening is the first thing that we have to be really good at, and I'm a great listener. But again, while doing that, you need to display that when they are talking, you must be great listener to them as well, and that's how they are going to know if you are just saying it for the sake of like this job interview, or you really are good at communication. You really possess these personality traits. They are going to know end of the day. So it's nothing. It's the same introduction, right? Where you have to show your fitness, and that will do your job. So your skills, soft and hard skills. Let's say you mentioned 5 hard skills and 5 soft skills. So 1, 2 from here, 1, 2 from here, 1 or 2. You need to explain a bit. So explain something that you were really good at and that are most relevant for the job. So which 1, 2 skills to explain a bit about? The skills which are more relevant and the skills which you are really good at. Explain that way, and that will do your job. Thank you for watching this video. That's all in this video. See you in another video. Until then, take care. Have a good day.